It was a horrible pelvis, though. Like cement. Everything was stuck to each other. So the 2 ovaries, one was this big and the other was this big, were stuck to each other on top of the uterus.
Wow.
Yeah, and then the bowel was all stuck to that and stuck underneath the uterus. And so the general surgeon spent an hour and a half taking down the bowel. So he started there, and then we did the hysterectomy, which was hard because the uterus was big and then the ovaries were stuck. But everything went fine. The bladder got a little hole in it, so she'll have to go home with a Foley catheter for a week. Okay. But that's it. Like, it should heal. It should be fine. Like, that was the only, mishap that happened the whole case. So a little hole about that big, sewed it, leave the Foley in to let it heal, and she'll be fine. Okay. So that's the only variation of
Did you guys figure out what was making that pain in her lower left side?
I mean, everything. I can't believe she didn't have pain.
She was
everywhere.
Always in pain.
That's what I said. I was saying that in the OR. I said this was such a hard case, and I'm glad we finished it with the little incisions. I'm like, but she'll probably recover fine because she's lived with horrible pain her whole life. She's ultimately going to feel better. Yeah. Because that doesn't happen overnight.
So you're able to do it robotically?
Yeah, robotically.
Really?
So she's got just
You
just a little incision. Yeah.
You are amazing.
So it was tough. I had help with from Dr. Schilling. So.
Well, you, plural.
Yes,
you all.
Yes, yeah.
Y'all.
Y'all.
Yeah, so it was a team effort because everybody kind of helps the assistants.
And she did okay.
Yeah, she did okay. She was desatting, or her oxygen saturation was a little bit low, but I know she had that after surgery before
her broken ankle.
Yeah, so I'm going to go back in there because they'll be waking her up from anesthesia soon. So that's our next big hurdle, is making sure she wakes up and her sats are okay.
Okay.
But we're keeping her overnight, so we'll watch her oxygen saturation really close.
You can keep her as long as you need to keep her.
I know. That's what's amazing about these surgeries, is we struggle so hard and it seems like such big disease and so hard, and then they go home the next day.
Does it look like you're able to get a lot cleaned out?
Oh yeah. We got
really?
The uterus, cervix, and these ovaries filled the entire pelvis. So essentially we emptied it out. She does still have endometriosis implants on the surface of the bowel and the peritoneum, which is the shiny surface on the abdominal wall and stuff.
Yeah.
So hopefully that won't cause any major problems for her. Yeah. Hopefully this will give her a big improvement in quality of life.
Yes.
I hope so.
Yeah. But she definitely needed it done.
Yes.
And then obviously we're sending everything to pathology to make sure it's not cancer, either of the uterus or ovaries. Everything's going.
How'd it look to you?
It looked bad, but not like cancer.
Yeah.
But it's not always easy to see.
Right.
It looked like horrible endometriosis. But sometimes, if endometriosis has been around long enough, it can turn into cancer.
Right.
So hopefully we caught it before it did that.
I hope.
Yeah. Because I don't want anyone ever to have to go in her belly again.
No, it.
I took a couple pictures, but it doesn't do it justice of how
what really was
severe
bad.
it was.
Yeah.
She never stopped hurting.
No, I believe that.
And some days were just way worse than others.
Yeah.
The other day
totally
she
justified
was
by what I saw in her pelvis.
Yeah.
Thank you for listening to her.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
She was not getting response from other doctors.
Right.
And she's a drug seeker. No, she's not.
No,
she has this god awful bleeding pain.
Yeah. No,
I'm so glad she found you.
I think she suffered more than she even probably let on even. So.
Oh, I know she did.
Yeah. So hopefully this will be the start of a new chapter for her, feeling better.
God,
got to get through this recovery period, obviously.
Right.
New pain, but after this short term, ultimately she'll feel better.